Hey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make 5 easy vegan snacks. Now I love a 4 p.m. snack when I'm feeling a little bit low, my energy's crashing a little bit. Just one of these just picks me up so instantly. It's always good to have snacks on hand, I think, just when you're reaching that moment in the day. And there are 5 recipes here. They're so simple, they're so delicious, and they're all vegan. The first recipe we're going to make is some puffed quinoa bars. Now, if you don't have any puffed quinoa, you could use puffed rice, anything that's got that little bit of airiness. It's really beautiful. It always reminds me of like Rice Krispie bars from when I was a kid. So we've got some puffed rice here. We're going to bind this together with some maple syrup and peanut butter. So that's going to give it a nice sweetness, a nice kind of saltiness and gooiness to it. And it's also going to bind it together. So I'm just adding some maple syrup to a bowl. To that I'm going to add some peanut butter. Now I'm just going to give this a bit of a stir, and then we're going to fold in the puffed quinoa. I'm going to grab a dish and I'm just going to line it with some grease-proof baking paper, just so it doesn't stick. Pour it in, and then using the sides of the baking paper, just use it to spread it down, push it down. You want to make sure that there's no air in there, so really put some oomph into it. Pop that into the freezer, it's going to set, and then we'll slice up into some bars. Now that recipe only needed 3 ingredients. Now the next one only needs 2. I like to keep snacks simple. Now this might not sound like a recipe, well it isn't really, but it is amazing. If you haven't tried this, you have to give it a go. It's dates and nut butter. So grab a nice medjool date. I like the sticky, soft ones. We're just going to give it a slice down lengthways. We're going to peel it open and we're just going to remove that stone. So all you need to do is just dollop some nut butter right in the middle, gooey, yummy bite in your mouth. So the next snack is some fresh hummus with cucumber sticks. Now, I know it's so easy to buy hummus, but why not make it at home? It's so simple, it's going to take about a few minutes. It's going to cost you way less than making it. You're going to make a huge batch because you can put hummus with absolutely everything. So I've got some chickpeas here that is just from a can or a jar that I've drained, and then I'm going to blend that with some fresh lemon juice, some tahini, some salt, some cumin. I really love cumin with hummus, a bit of garlic, and then drizzling some olive oil. We're blending it all together, adding some sea salt, some black pepper, and that is the most delicious, fresh, creamy hummus that's going to last about 5 days in your fridge, or maybe 24 hours if you're at my house. And you can dip it in with cucumber, with carrots, with pita bread, whatever you fancy. You can then add it to your dinners, on top of your soups, your stews. I mean, hummus is the bomb. We're going to be making some energy balls. Now, energy balls have been a recipe I've been making for like almost 6 years. I made them in the cafe I worked at in Sydney. They're the kind of classics. Who doesn't love an energy ball at 4 p.m? So these are really simple. We're just blending some almonds with raisins, with raw cacao, a pinch of salt, a little bit of cinnamon, and as it's blending, add in a good heaped tablespoon of coconut oil. Blending it together, rolling them into bite-sized balls, and then we're chucking them in the fridge so they harden up, and then you can tuck in. And you can keep them in the fridge forever. I mean, maybe they don't last forever, but they will last at least 2-3 weeks, maybe longer. It's a really simple recipe and something that I just go back to all the time. Now, I'm always keen on upping my fruit intake. I think it's one of those things where you can sometimes forget to eat fruit. You know, you have some pasta, some toast for breakfast, and then it gets to 4 p.m. and you haven't had any fruit. So 4 p.m. is a great time to pack in that fruit, give you a little bit of a sugar kick. So I've got some fresh fruit here, just some strawberries, some pear, some apple, and then we're going to serve it with a beautiful vanilla yogurt. So this is some cashew yogurt that I've just mixed through with a bit of vanilla paste, and that just elevates it. I think it's one of those simple things. By presenting it beautifully, adding a few spices and flavours, just changes a dish from something quite basic to something amazing. It's a little bit like when you go out for breakfast and you know, what they're serving you is granola with yogurt and fruit. And okay, you could definitely make that at home, but it's so special when you eat it out because it looks pretty. It's served in a lovely bowl. you're feeling good because you're having brunch. I don't know, it does it for me. Hopefully it does it for you too. So there you have it. Delicious, healthy vegan snacks that don't take very long. They'll last ages in the fridge. You can take them to work, you can bring them to school, you can munch on them at 11 o'clock, 4 o'clock, or even as a dessert in the evening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up. If you recreate any of these recipes, I would love to see them. Use hashtag Madeleine Shaw. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.